pleased with the effort, pleased with the performance. But I think more than anything, I don't know what the exact attendance was, but to get fans in this building again, to get some energy, to get some enthusiasm was awesome to see. You can tell that this community is starving for college basketball. They love it. So it was awesome. I mean, that's a special building. You just know this fan base cares. You know they care. And I thought our guys did a really good job. We've talked a lot about, yes, we want to win, but we need to win in a way that we can get our fans back engaged and get this place one of the toughest places to play in the country. I think the fans saw tonight that these guys are going to play hard. They're not going to be perfect, but we took what they gave us and did some good things.
Questions for Coach?
Are you normally going to run that much?
Well, the way that they were playing us, they forced you to run. I mean, they were pressing you and, trapping you, so you got to attack it and go. So, I mean, the defense is going to dictate a lot, and that team obviously made us run.
I know you're ideally not going to be called a guard-heavy team, but everyone still thinks of you as guard-heavy. You have 48 points in the paint, and a lot of it was your bigs. And Jalen and Tovar in particular had a better game than I expected. Any surprises out of your bigs?
Well, I thought what Jay Allen did a really good job of is playing behind the defense, and because the way that they were playing us, our guards were finding him, on some lob dunks. He's a talented player. He really is talented. His skill level's gotten a lot better, and he came with a good skill level. Now it's getting our bigs because there's going to be a game where you're going to have to grind it out. And I think our bigs are young. They are skilled and talented, but we'll see. But it was an open court game. Jay made some really good plays, obviously. Made some really good blocks as well. That was really good.
Jalen is sort of the strong streak, the drink kind of player. Is that what you expect from him? Not the scoring that we saw in the close scrimmage, I guess you would see, we knew the 30 points and all that. But he did a lot more getting everybody else involved and a lot of ways into the crowd and stuff. Is that what we can expect from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's an energy guy. He'll be the kid who gets everybody on their feet in the pit. He's very, very offensively talented as well as defensively talented. I love the fact that he had 8 assists because he's probably a little bit more score first. And, I talked to him before the game about if you ever watch Steph Curry, all the guy does is find guys at the beginning of the game. And I thought he did that early, and then the court opens up. He can go by anybody. Need him to get to the rim a little bit more than he did. But, yeah, I mean, he didn't play a whole lot, obviously, because the game was kind of, we were playing well, and they didn't need to play him a lot. But he did some good things, and he will be a fan favorite. The dunk was unbelievable. I've never seen him dunk. So, we got to do our best to make sure that's a SportsCenter top 10 because that was shockingly impressive. Mash was great. He's so all business. Every single day he comes in and he works. There's no nonsense to him. So he was really, really good as well. Jalen and Mash, I think they know what their role will be on the team. They're talented guards. But, yeah, that dunk was impressive. Me personally?
Yeah.
Listen, you're playing at this altitude. We have speed. We have guards. We have to be in great shape. That's got to be our identity. We can't get tired. We still got a ways to go there, but I think we have good speed. And, we got to not just running, we got to cut with speed. We got to screen with great pace and physicality. Offensive rebound with speed. So I think we have speed. I also played a lot of guys, too, so that probably helps.
So since I'm that guy, you guys are extending the lead in the second half. There are 2 moments. One was your timeout 2 minutes into the game. You actually extended the lead. But you called the timeout because you gave up pretty quick transition buckets, maybe after your team was celebrating a little bit. And then later in the half, I saw some of that, too. Is that something that maybe a coach actually likes in the blowout? Is it something to kind of chew on them about it?
Yes and no. You never like when your guys don't play the right way, but they do need to be woken up a little bit. I didn't love – and I thought the game caused us to play a certain way a little bit. But yeah, we took our foot off the gas at the beginning. They need to understand, like Cherry and Silver was an all-star game. This was an up and down. Like that's not reality. And it's not a knock on the way Highlands plays, but they were pressing and just trying to run up and down. But you got to be disciplined. You look at scores around the country. Like we played well, but there's teams losing these games. So you have to be focused. Well, he rebounded the ball well. 11 rebounds is great. He works really, really hard. He's kind of all business like Mashburn as well. He's got size. With Saquon out, we need to add some size at the wing spot, which I like. But he just competed. He competed very well. To get what 18, 11 in 22 minutes. That's impressive. That's efficient.
Anything else for Coach? I'll be more KJ Jenkins, the guy that had the busy team. Maybe put up more shots. I know he missed his first couple threes, but then I saw him attack a couple times too. That sort of gave him finding a way to get himself going.
Yeah, he's a really good three-point shooter. But he's an underrated, pretty good one-on-one player getting to the rim. And, Mashburn obviously has a great mid-range shot, and KJ's got a pretty good mid-range shot as well. I kind of let him roll a little bit because he had been out. He had missed some time with the wisdom teeth. But, when he shoots, I think it's going to go in, and that's why he's going to get that attention. He needs to drive the ball more if guys are going to fly at him. Yeah, nothing new with Jethro. Revisit tomorrow. My hope is that he plays Wednesday, but that's on him. So we'll see moving forward.
Coach, once again, your total evaluation of the night, and reiterate if you don't mind, coaching in the pit for the official time.
It's why I took this job. It's why I picked up my family and came to a place that I haven't spent a lot of time here. And I've grown to love it, but I didn't know much about it. And I believe in the pit. I believe in these fans. Now, we need to build everything else, and that takes a lot. It takes a lot of people to do that. But when you have a clear-cut fan base that truly, truly cares, you can do special things. I'm happy I took it. I think it's a special situation. I'm enjoying every second of it. Walking down that ramp is a special, special feeling that I want, my players to feel. I want the fans to feel it. This place, you can sense it that it's going to be a tough place to win. We got to get it back to that again.
So you mentioned your young kids. This kind of style of game is very challenging for them, especially for Sebastian. How have you seen their growth, even in tonight's game, with the different style of play?
Yeah, that game is probably not Sebastian's type of game. It's up and down, up and down. But it was good for him to get 14 minutes, obviously, because he hasn't had a lot of experience. The great part about Sebastian, he's extremely humble. He knows what he is, knows his best days are ahead of him. J. Allen Tovar obviously was very impressive with the minutes that he got. Barima did some good things as well. I thought E-Man did some good things. So, yeah, hopefully Jethro comes back sooner. That's another big, because we are young. But we're young at every spot. Mashburn's only a sophomore, technically a freshman. So we're not really old anywhere.
Did tonight's game give you a different vision?
Tonight's game give me a different vision. It gets me excited about what we can build here. When you've got beautiful weather, great scenery, and a town that loves Lobo basketball, I think we can do great things. You're in a great basketball conference. You've got an administration that cares, understands it. These guys feel like stars. That's why you want to go to a place like here. So I've always believed in it. It's why I took it. I think it could be special. Going to take some time. You can't flip it as quickly as we all want it to. But I like our guys. I think we'll get better and better.